same division actually. So let me get the draft up in just a second. And then I'm gonna be ready to go. First we have the maps here with Breadroll against Jab and the civs. And we're gonna start on Savannah this time with Fez and Satao for Breadroll and Gon Swamp and Flames for Jab. So almost the same set as the last one just now, except for the Flames map. Then we have the Berbers and the Goths sniped, with Jab going for the Sicilians, the Slavs, the Georgians as a random roll there. So that's a very lucky roll, I think. The way the Dravidians and the Franks. And what roll is going for the Hindustanis, the Magyars, the Teutons, the should be banned every time you can ban them, because they really do feel strong. Except maybe Jab does have a good counter to them. I guess camels or good helps would work. The Berbers did get sniped, so I'm not so sure about that for Jab. So let us go into let's go. We have game number 1 with Breadroll in the red as the Hindustanis and Jab in the yellow. Damn, I'm blind. With in the gray as the Franks. We have the light calf coming in. Yeah, this guy is taking a weekend off. I don't know where this guy is going. Oh, he's coming the other way around. He's smart. He's coming this way. Oh, so close. No, wrong way, man. Come back. There could have been like 1, maybe even 2 devils. But he's just scouting. He's out of scouting. He's out of scouting, don't worry. But I think, yeah, the Franks scout has gone down. Camels coming out for the Hindustanis. And they're gonna take down the Frank Paladins pretty quickly. This feels like the same game from last set. With the Frank Paladins against what was it? Against other immediately switches to the Halberdiers. We saw that switch the last game as well, but that took a little longer. Breadroll going for the hand cannoneers. That's a appropriate response to the Halberdiers. But so far the camels are doing alright. And more Halberdiers are coming in. Map is on export, yeah. I was wondering, is he really on auto scout? I don't know. Yeah, sure, I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Okay, we have the camels coming in here, a lot of camels coming in. And cannons on the way too. We have a few parcels going up for Jab. And the Halberdiers are still struggling. I'm seeing some X-Men coming in too. But of course only out of 1 castle for now. Quite a few camels. Oh, this is not good. The Paladins go into the hand cannons. The camels slide. Not a good usage of units there from Breadroll. Does deny 2 castles though. And is slowly using the camel numbers though. Both players not really going for any siege yet. Breadroll is still pushing though. Oh yeah, no problem. Watching on phone is always a little annoying on Twitch. Jab is still holding this. But the camels are pushing in. Yeah, I mean now the traps are on the way. I think they're very slow. Also, what is this castle? What is this doing there? This villa is going. I don't know what. I mean, there's not even any gold or stone here. I don't know what this guy's doing. The camels all went down to the castles, I'm assuming. Sorry, I had to zoom in on the villa. I don't know what he was doing. Hand cannons. So paladin, the traps go down. Or at least that one trap. Another one on the way here. And Jab is pushing out again. Hand cannons, cannon galleon, anything with a cannon. That's what I mean. Yeah, this guy is really just making a castle here. He's studying his own civilization. Another castle going up for Jab over here. This one looks a bit better. Very interesting to see here for Heroic. Just on the gold here in the middle of the fighting. A few paladins run past here, running in circles. Heroic also now out of gold, so I guess that's what the TC is for. But that doesn't go up. Hand cannons dying to the paladins. And more Frankish stuff coming in. I guess the camels are doing work again. And still, Breadroll's eco isn't looking amazing. Also, Jab is just has 6 wills working barely. Now it's 4. The castle did go up, but that's not even. The castle still doesn't go up. Another castle here from Breadroll, but paladins coming in. That's not gonna go up. I guess the only positive thing about this castle is that Jab was 100% sure that this is going up, because there's no one else there. But this castle gets denied. The paladins swoop here into the back, into the gold. The camels here are all trying to the halberdiers. Not enough hand cannons to defend them. More coming in. Heroic Breadroll also with twice the amount of wills. I don't know, is this guy walking back now, or what is he doing? Maybe Jab completely forgot about the castle already and the will. Once again, Breadroll kind of missing any siege here to follow the push up, because Breadroll has been pushing quite a bit here into the castles once or twice, but it's just missing the siege here to take on the castles. I think if Breadroll had the siege, this game could have already swung one way, but Jab is holding on, is getting his few siege worships out here for a few bombard cannons. Might be able to get another castle up here, is farming. It's nice, this castle is still denied. That's a close fight. And all the cannons went down, now the camels went down, now the hand cannons are here. The bombard cannons are now out, but they're gonna get pushed back by the paladins and stuff. Wait, this guy is coming back here. No, he's making monastery. But there are no relics here. The next relic is here. Or here. I mean... Oh, Jeff, what are you doing? This castle is on the way. Jeff got in here, maybe got a few kills. The farms and the golds, but the camels cleared that up. And... gonna see some oranges from Jab as well. Castle is on the way. No fighting right now. Oh! This guy is really an adventurer. Another castle going up. You know what? I'm gonna do this here. guy has earned that name. Let's see if he's gonna survive till the end. Breadroll has decided to finish this castle, but at the moment not much going on in the middle. Heroic is kind of missing a few units here to defend the bombard cannons. And Jab also doesn't really have a lot of army to push either. Maybe that's what the castle is for. Oh! That castle is not going up though if the GC goes up earlier. Breadroll should be able to see this. No! Breadroll doesn't see this. So this castle might actually go up if it's quick enough. It is at almost 40-50%. Few shenanigans going on. Over here the bombard cannons try to snipe each other, but the camels and the paladins are gonna have to fight that out. I have to clear up that mess. And the camels win, of course, against the paladins. And orange are going down. Bob the Builder still on it. 70%. If he's out of range of the TC and Breadroll doesn't see this, then this castle is going up for sure. The TC over here, I think they got denied. Oh, here's a monk. Actually, Jab is actually using the monastery. I'm impressed. TC goes up. Castle is about to go up as well. I think that goes up. Damn. Is Bob the Builder gonna be the... No! No! Bob! No! Bob! 99.98%. Bob, no! Bob is dead. Well, that is one gout castle. Amazing. Wow. Poor Bob. Okay. Bob is dead. I think Jab can now resign. That was it. Bombard cannons move in here. Trying to take down the TC. But Jab doesn't really have any units to defend this. Has a bit of gold, but not much. Heroic is kind of out of food. Elephant on the way. The bombard cannons once again. Oh, nice snap there. Yeah, this castle. Yeah. Finished. Or rather not finished. Elephants coming in. Nice snap there from the bombard cannon. And Breadroll is pushing in. I guess now got the siege. Even if it's just 2 elephants and a bombard cannon. Even if it's just 2 elephants. Bombard cannon went down. The other bombard cannon went down as well. Oh, the hand cannons follow. Straight to hell. Elephant goes down to the halberdiers and the axemen. And Breadroll has almost twice the will count. Both of them still have bombard cannons. Not for long. This one goes down. Yep. Even with the extra range for the Hindustani bombard cannon, hand cannons. TC goes down as well. Bombard cannon goes down. And we are just waiting. Actually, you know what we're waiting for? We're waiting for Bob the Builder number 2 to finish this damn castle. It is crazy that it's 0.02% not finished. As this castle goes down. And Breadroll keeps pushing in here. Look, Griffon, welcome. Happy to see you as well. Amazing first match so far. And now the monastery is getting attacked. It has 2 relics in it. I'm assuming the monk is already dead. I don't know where it is. Where is he? Over here? He's over here. Okay. I'd be able to take that next relic, but the monastery might be going down by then. Elephants keep pushing in here. There's still some gold left. The camels. Once again, Breadroll, not enough siege here, I think, to take down the castles quick enough. 2 bombard cannons, one bombard cannon. About to be 0 bombard cannons. Yeah. I don't even want to know how many bombard cannons already went down this game. KD actually, in this circumstances, almost even, I would say. Or maybe not. Maybe Breadroll is a bit ahead there. Monastery still not down. Monk is on the way with the relic. And the camels, oh, the camels wait. They take down quite a few wilds. Oh, the castle went up! What the hell? Where is this guy? Oh, she, okay. Didn't Bob the Builder have a girlfriend? Or don't run into the TC fire? Okay, there's no builds on there. I don't know, was it Wendy? I honestly don't know. Let's call her Wendy the Builder, I guess. Please don't die right now. Okay. Wendy the Builder. .02%. The castle gets the castle. Why? I can't name her Bob the Builder. And Hassel's coming in. Good job from her. Oh, don't die. Okay, she's, I think, in the castle. She's good. Women can build what... Yeah, I didn't say she can't. She did it. I'm just saying that 0.02% isn't that amazing. I do give her credit for walking all the way though. That's for sure, and not dying on the way. The hand cannons are still here in the middle, holding. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome. You assumed it was a man building it. Okay, I give it that. That's true. That's true. So sorry about that. Gonna apologize to Wendy when she gets out of the castle. Castle is going down here from Jab. Thank you, Ilya, for the sub as well. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Happy to see you all joining as well. I very much appreciate it. Now Breadroll is getting one castle down here in the back. This monastery, actually, it looks like the monk made it. I'm assuming the monk dropped the relic in the monastery and the camel killed the monk. And now Breadroll is saying thank you very much for collecting the relics. I'm just gonna take those. One castle went down here from Jab. This one is gonna fall. There we go. And it looks like Breadroll is slowly taking over. The TC went down here though. The 0.02 may settlement of the difference. Yeah, I mean that is definitely true. That is definitely true. I mean, that's the difference between one castle and no castle, right? Where is she even? She probably should have grouped her. She's there, I'm assuming. Castle going up here in the back from Jab, probably to protect the wilds from waiting. Another elephant coming in with a few bombard cannons. The elephant goes down. We have more wilds dying to the hand cannons. Breadroll is starting to mass hazards because Breadroll is out of golds. Did get the relics in here, 4 of them. The 5th one is over here. But just no gold. There's gold here. We still have 10k gold on the map. I'm assuming this is at least 2400. Houses coming in here. Wendy is better than Bob. Well, I mean, you do have to give credit to Bob, because Bob almost made 2 castles and a monastery. But yeah, Wendy is at least as good as Bob. Another castle goes down for Jab. I think there was now 3 castles in a row here. And the bombard cannons are pushing forward to take castle number 4. Jab is gonna have to resort to skirms here. Also out of gold. Both of them are kinda out of gold. And out of stone. And out of wood. And out of food. I mean, Breadroll isn't, but Jab is. Hello Jab, thank you for the follow as well. Hello, hello. Very exciting game so far. Paladins coming in. The castle did go down, by the way. She's still standing there. Wendy. And we have Hussars coming in. HeroicBreadroll does have quite a bit of wood left. Castle, I think there was castle number 5 now, has fallen. At least this castle is still standing, at least. More archery ranges going up for Jab, but I mean, the Paladins are actually doing amazing work here, because there are no camels left. The Paladins massacre the hand cannons, take down the bombard cannons, take down the hussars as well, and Jab is gonna resume making those castles. Yes, enough stone for 1 castle. And Breadroll has finally found the gold in the corner here. We'll drop some stables. Now a few camels mixed into the hussars. Wendy is still there, keeping tabs on her. Stupid man had to sacrifice himself instead of getting the job. Yeah, shame on Bob, seriously. Shame, shame, shame. More skirms coming in from Jab, I think. Yeah, Jab has still 20 gold miners. I don't know where. Over here. There. A lot of paladins at the moment. Maybe not that many. Also, hi Jab, hi, welcome. A lot of hussars waiting to get in there. Oh, that's the mining camp right there. That's the mining camp. That's not going up. And yeah, I mean, so far this game has been pretty slow. A lot of stalemates. And now Breadroll is kinda only on the hussars and a few camels. And Jab is mostly on a few paladins and some trash units. Paladins go in to take some bills. More stable. The paladins get taken down. There are a few camels in here, so they're all wedged. Can't see them clearly. And here come the skirms. I don't think they're gonna do very much there. Traps take down the TC. The Siege Workshop trying to push forward. The paladins all went down here. And it looks like Jab is pushing this, but then again, Jab is kinda losing this fight in the middle. Not just kinda, he is losing the fight in the middle. Now the traps are gonna have to pack up. At least the 3 buildings here went down. But was it worth 2 traps? 2 more traps are waiting. Wendy. Oh no, Wendy died. Well, with Wendy, I guess. More halberdiers coming in for Jab. Traps, where are you going? Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Ah. Especially at this point in time, Jab sacrificing 2 traps there. Now the hand cannons are doing a bit more here against the halberdiers. And Jab is kinda running out of steam, slow on wood. And Breadroll just seems to be in a better situation in terms of resources. There's still quite a bit of gold there in the back. More and more camels coming in. The the GD in general also not looking too bad here for Breadroll. And Jab's unit numbers are slowly going down here. Last attempt to get some gold, but Breadroll is there. The gold actually is almost not there anymore. And Jab is slowly losing ground here. The last two traps are going down. Onja goes down. And right now, the only thing Breadroll is missing is the siege to follow this up with. The elephants haven't worked throughout the game really, so just do bombard cannons and Breadroll is good to go. Maybe a snipe there with the paladins. But there are too many camels. She will be remembered forever, yes. I mean, there's a stone here. She was over here, so this her memorial place. Oh, Breadroll found another gold. And clear the middle. Against almost 200. So Breadroll at almost twice the population. And Jab calls it GG, and Breadroll takes the first game of the set. Nice job there from Breadroll. Credit to Bob and Wendy, the builders, to get those two castles up and the monastery. Good job, good job, good job. And we will head into game number 2 in a second. Let me update the draft and then we are ready to go. We have the Hindustanis win against the Frankies on Savannah. I'm gonna make Breadroll red. Okay. Then we will head into game number 2. We have Golden Swamp, it looks like. We had that earlier as well. This time without the Jurchens though. Okay. Guys, we have the second game of the set between Breadroll and Jab. Breadroll in the red as the Byzantines, and Jab in the grey as the Dravidians. I doubt the Hindus will remember. Yeah, well, I guess the Hindustanis kinda live on with the Dravidians. I guess they're kinda from the same area, aka India. The light cav get in here, but that guy doesn't get a kill. This guy did, I guess, kinda deny a house. Good job, bro. But didn't kill a villager. But Breadroll is the first one with a few dogs up. First one to the ships. And in the last Golden Swamp game, in the last set, we saw that ships, at least in that case, have won the game. So maybe Breadroll is gonna be on a wall here. And we see elephant archers for Jab on the map. I'm excited. Elephant archers on the way with some Dravidian. Yeah, I'm not gonna pronounce that. with some Dravidian ships on the way as well. Let's see how these things do. I don't see them very often either. They do look pretty dimensional. It could be a bit smaller. I don't know if that's accurate. They look pretty big. But HeroicBreadroll has quite a few ships out there already. Basically just galleons with Romans coming in. Castle is slowly going up with a lot of sacrifice. See in another castle on the way. And Jab is pushing back. But now that Romans come in here, I think they should be doing quite a bit of damage to those ships. Yeah, there we go. All of them go down. And Jab is kinda waiting for the elephants to head in here. Maybe hoping to win the water and then send those land units in there. Seeing some Onjas on the way for the Dravidians. I think that's gonna be strong against the ships. Some traps as well. Castles going up in the middle for HeroicBreadroll. Good job to take the middle there with all the gold. That's gonna be important soon enough. Castle might get denied though. The Wilds are on the wrong side building it. Be over here maybe. Castle does get denied. Cataphracts in here. But there are a lot of elephants and Cataphracts aren't so great with projectiles, so down they go. Castle is taking damage from the Romans. But I think they're also in range. No, they're not. Onja might get a few shots in there. Castle goes down. No, Onjas don't get shots in there. No, Black, welcome. This looks rough. Yeah, I mean, ships on ships looks always rough, I guess. Especially for Jab, who's now losing castle, ships, and land, and everything. Traps try to take down the castle, but they are going down too. Another castle goes down as well. Jabba needs some Carracks, I think. Yeah, Carracks would be nice. Although, aren't galleons supposed to counter Carracks? At least on paper. And the Romans would do... I guess the Romans have minimum range, so the Carracks would be amazing against those. But Jab is also not using the land army at all, and it's interesting to see the approach, right? That HeroicBreadroll is just going full navy. Meanwhile, some mix of halberdiers and elephants, but is kind of missing out on the ships, and now HeroicBreadroll keeps pushing, but is now unable to push further because the shoreline is there. And now Jab is gonna retaliate here with the halberdiers. They go down pretty quickly to the ships. The elephants are on the way. Jab is very slow on the will making. Is getting pushed. That's the scheme there. As HeroicBreadroll is dropping another castle here on the right. Still waiting for another build. No, sorry, Otter, Wendy the Builder, my bad. Or was it a dog? At least the ships went down there for Jab. Only 2 dogs left. Elephants. Castle is going up. Face with symbols, yeah. I'm just gonna call them builders from now on. As they're also called... No, they're called lumberjacks. They're just now builders for me, no generals anymore. Castle going up for Jab on the right side. A few barracks as well. The Dravidians do have that wood steel. But Jab is losing all of this stuff here. Buildings go down, TC falls. Elephants are going back. The Romans really doing their job. Like I said at the beginning, I feel like The ships are really a better choice against the land army. I rest my case, I guess. Elephants are not amazing against the ships. You would think so. But is that a trade cock or a Hulk? Demo, okay. The elephants are gonna walk past. I mean, the nice thing about this is that the ships can't range this. So good job there from Jab to kinda relocate. Castle going up on the left side here. 2 builders. Getting some buildings up there. A lot of barracks going up here. I think this castle got denied. Jab saving the elephants for the next game. Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like it. Although they're now gonna run into the castle here. Would be fun if that was possible. Did Romans get a buff as land units? They do damage, all of them. I feel like they're really strong. Yeah, I mean, I always saw them as like onagers on water, so I thought they would be amazing. Byzantines have fire ship buffs and Roman blast radius. Yeah, that's true. They do get the Greek fire thing. So yeah, the increased blast radius. I guess that's why they feel a bit stronger. Also, they attack faster. Maybe that's it as well. Here come the cataphracts. The elephants should deal with this. 2 more elephants there waiting. Those are just rams. And Jab really losing. Oh damn! Jab really losing some land here. But yeah, now the Romans are just standing here, not doing much. And Jab calls the GG and is taking the elephants into the next game. In a second. Come on, guys. There we go. And Breadroll takes the second game as well. Skirms are for once a good choice. Skirms for the Byzantines, yeah. But I mean against the elephants, of course, yeah. That would make sense. In the other tournaments game, I was waiting so long for the skirms. So long as the Koreans, and then the skirms came right at the end. But at least we see some skirms now. Good job there from Breadroll as well to take the second game. And once again, I think it has been proven now that the map really is winnable if you go for the ships first, or mostly, and then after that you go for the land unit. So maybe that's a thing you guys can take with you for the next games, maybe, with the Byzantines winning against the Dravidians. And we will head into game number 3, which is 1, 2, 3 on Thames. Let's go. We have Jab in the orange this time. Oh god. I hope you guys are not colorblind or can distinguish colors. Maybe that's the better situation. Jab in the orange as the Sicilians, with Breadroll in the red as the Persians. Now, if I remember correctly, this building gives you something. Can't really see that because the resources are so minimal. I don't think you can see that, yeah. And this guy is just standing there. Good job. Yeah, we're gonna see some halberdiers against the Persian paladins. I guess the halberdiers are gonna win this one at the beginning. Yeah. Let's see how this one goes. Castle already on the way. If I read the rulebook correctly, dungeons are allowed. I'm looking at the Sicilians. Maybe Jab is gonna go for a few of those. Barracks going up. I mean, sergeants aren't a bad choice here. Or, I mean, I did see when I was playing the Sicilians last time, sergeants counter camels. I was surprised that it actually in the unit description it actually says sergeants are good against camels. I was so surprised. I mean, I was expecting it to say something like they're good against mounted units or something, but they're specifically good against camels. I mean, the Persians are not doing camels right now, but that was a very interesting bit of information there. The Savaras, what are they called? Savaras? Savaras. Savaras take a will down there and break a house. Halberdiers are on the way, but Breadroll is already making hand cannons. So Jab might struggle here with the Halberdiers. Sergeants on the way out of the castle. Still wouldn't mind a few dungeons. Dock going up here as well. And Jab is gonna take the monument again. No dock from Breadroll right now, but I guess you don't have to do a dock on this map. Maybe Jab is insecure from the last game. Gentleman's agreement for no unique unity. Well, little late there, I guess. I mean, if you're facing the Persians, you could have offered that for sure. I would have offered that as well. Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's why Jabrawlter was going for the Halberdiers immediately, because it was either gonna be the Savars or the elephants. Although the elephants, of course, take a while. I'm seeing a lot of castles going up here for Breadroll though, so you might want to duck for the elephant tusks. They're about to come in at face level. I think tusks are on face level. I don't know. I've never stood right in front of an elephant, and I prefer not to in the near future. But a lot of Savars coming in here for the Persians. A few hand cannons. Breadroll doesn't mind to play hand cannons a lot. The monument is still secure for the Persians. So the Sicilians walk this way. Just right through the cannons. Bit of siege in there, a few dungeons, castles going up. More dungeons going up here. I mean, the nice thing about the sergeants is they can build dungeons, so you don't need the wills for that. That's not bad. You can use the wills for something else. Seeing cannon galleons going up as well. Hello Finn, welcome. Too slow. Yeah, the elephants are definitely too slow, but here they come. They are coming in. And Jab is gonna freeze when the elephants come marching in here. Mostly no war elephants, but yeah, they're coming. Don't worry, they're coming. They are coming. 2 GCs over here for Breadroll, but the sergeants are doing sergeant things. Dropping a dungeon. Come the elephants. Not too many yet, but there are a few. Must be very tall. I think I'm tall. I think I'm tall. I'm like a bit above average, but I'm not a giant. My father is tall. With tusk on your face. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know it could be a small elephant. I don't know. Could be small elephants. Of course, different elephant species have different heights, right? The elephants are kind of dying to the halberdiers though. I'll zoom in a bit for Otto so you can't see. Oranges in there as well. Elephants going down. That's a very forward TC. I guess with the Persians you can do that. I don't know if you want to try to Persian douche your opponent on Deathmatch though. TC does go up. Persians are supposed to be the big ones. Yeah, I mean they do look pretty big, right? But you can also see my argument with the head level, right? Looks like the halberdiers are just... the heads of the halberdiers are just on the right level for the tusks. Did they use African elephants? The Persians? I mean... historically, probably, to some degree, yes. Although they... oh, well... I mean, maybe Indian elephants as well, like Asian elephants. I think they had both options. I mean, you also have to admit that not a lot of elephants were ever used, I think. Like, I think in all of human history, there were a few elephants, but not as many as you might believe. Only in a few cases. Yeah. There's an extinct species of African elephants, I see. And yeah. Yeah, I was assuming so, because the Persian Empire also looked different at times. Yeah, true. I did hear about some African elephants being crazy big. I think there's still one today that is, I think, one of the biggest elephants in the world. They're like really giants. I mean, elephants are giants, but you know what I mean? Like really elephant giants. Really crazy. And those tusks are not on head level, I can tell you that much. Smaller than today's African allies, I see. Okay. Huss is coming in here for breadroll. No gold for elephants. That was also maybe the Persians' problem in history. Traps coming in for Jab. TC goes down. And Jab is still mostly on infantry here. Rams coming in as well. Few onagers, but a lot of hand cannons. Oh my gosh. That's a good number. Damn. Hand cannons taking down the dungeon. Crazy. And the bomber cannon. But it was Asian because the African ones are a little big. I mean, yeah, like Otto said, probably a mix because the Persians kind of conquered both continents, kind of. Were on both continents. But wouldn't bigger be better in terms of more power? I don't know. I'm not a elephant expert, I have to say. I do like my elephants in this game and also in Total War 3 Kingdoms. But apart from that, I'm not a big elephant expert, I have to say. You can get that fast out. Oh, yeah, I mean that's possible. I guess the elephants aren't lying on aren't sitting in pools in Egypt. I guess they're kinda down south. To domesticate them first. Yeah, I mean of course you kinda have to train them to run at the enemy. Yeah, that's true. Or in this case, I mean not in the Persian case, but in the Indian case, I guess you're gonna have to get those archers up there as well. As the dungeons fall to the bombard cannon. A lot of siege here for the Sicilians, a lot of rams. And breadroll is kinda running out of elephants and is switching into cheap, or not cheap, trash crossbows. I guess here we go. Against onagers and scorpions, maybe not the best choice, to be honest though. I guess if you don't have anything else, you gotta do what you gotta do. It is used in antiquity. The ages were from North Africa. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look at the Punic Wars as well, right? The Carthage also used elephants, probably from the north. Hashtag Hannibal, hashtag Alps. One just going down there to the bombard cannons. Few elephants standing there. But not a lot anymore. Monument is controlled by the Sicilians. Good job there from Jeff to get a dungeon up there. Town center. Oh, 2 bombard cannons going down. It's a Persian town center though. Oh, here we go. How many rams are gonna? Oh. Ah! Oh. I should have checked how many units that was. That was probably like 40, 50 units. So many rams there from Jab. And Jab is on the way to completely steamwall these Persian castles, and breadroll resigns and Jab takes the first game as well. Sorry, Otto, for the nightbot thing. It's very sensitive sometimes. How many units? Yeah, I guess I can go back for a second. I mean, that was a moment ago. Put this on pause right before the first shot. We see there was 53. It was 53. We're gonna watch this again. Look at this. Peak cinema. Damn. And these bomber cannons aren't cheap units either. Crazy. 2 shots into GG. Yes. 4 emotes were too many. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I have to fix the Nightbot for some reason. He's a little too sensitive. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, Daughter. It's very fun. It's also nice that the games are pretty intense from the get-go. That's sometimes what I don't want to say annoys me, but sometimes not as great when you start into a game and for the first 10-15 minutes nothing happens. But yeah, it's really fun to get started right away, and it's also nice that the games are a little shorter. Q mins 4 minutes. So yeah, I can also do like more than just 1 or 2 sets because the games are quicker. Yes. Jab wins on this map, and we are going into game number 4. If Jab wins this one as well, we are going from an 0-2 to a 2-2, and then we're gonna have a tiebreaker again. Let us go into Satao, and guys, I think I might already see the winner just from the sieves. And we have game number 4 with Jab in the orange as the Slavs against Breadroll in the red as the Cumans. And so far the Cumans have a 2-0 here in terms of games that I've seen. Let's see what those Lancers can do. Here we go. Breadroll queuing Lancers. Jab is gonna queue Halberdiers. I think that's the right answer. Slav Halberdiers, I think, are alright. Arson Gamson free, I mean, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Trample damage. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice for the Slavs. Let's see the Lances. SMS casting can be yeah, random. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah, I was about to say Jab might be able to come back from the 2-0, but yeah, Cumans, I guess. Jab is down to 2 Wills. Only 3 barracks up so far. The Lancers are coming in. Crazy production the Cumans have. I mean, 7 stables. I mean, it doesn't matter this much right now, but the stables also are basically like 100 wood off or something. So they're also even cheaper. But here they go. Only 2 Wills. I mean, the Wills, one is over here, the other, I don't know where the other one is. Yeah, and Jab realizes what the Cumans can do. Yeah, I think you guys should ban the Cumans from now on. They're just too much. Jab loses all the Wills. Has to call the GG. And Breadroll makes it 3-1, but we also still have 1 game left here. There we go. Also not quick vault enables. Yeah, I mean that's true, but they're Lances. No, is that the first set without a decider game? That's interesting. Forgot about the step lane suppression. Yeah, I have to say the humans you really have to ban or to pick them, yeah. Otherwise this happens. Crazy. It is very impressive how well the humans do this. Really impressive. And yeah, I mean, what do you really do against this? Halberdiers, I guess, like you try to do. Maybe the Japanese halberdiers would do a bit better. I don't know. if you have a better chance with those. I guess we'll find out eventually. Maybe at a higher level as well. Maybe at some point one player will do it, and then everyone else will see how to counter them. Make a wing base around the TC with 2 castles. Yeah, I guess that works. But the castles take time. Or do you mean just hammer down the foundations? Oh, Otter already did that. Okay, nice. Okay, Otter has experience. Let us go into game number 5. This one is a little longer than the last one. Okay. We have game number 5 on Fez again, just like the last set as well, with Jab in the blue as the Jurchens and Breadroll in the red as the Teutons. Ha! Teutons again on Fez. Interesting. Think there's some meta there. This Saturday, okay. We have one Hussar coming in, not doing a lot of damage. One Scout only. Damn, I didn't know Teutons only get Scouts. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Learning so much. Jurchens and Jab is going for the Halberdiers. I feel like Fire Lances would be an option here. Fire Lances are really strong. Fire Lances. Yeah, I think the last time, not today, but yesterday, I think when we saw the Jurchens, it was Halberdiers plus CA, was it? That felt really, really... No, not Halberdiers, I mean Lancers. Lancers plus CA felt really, really strong. And Breadroll is gonna go for Paladins. Scouts with extra armor. Yes, that's true, extra armor. But still only Scouts, I guess. So HP and attack doesn't really go up. But yeah, you're right, you do get... Is it here? +1, +2 there, yeah. That's... Let's see some Teutonic Knights as well for Breadroll. They are coming in here. Halberdiers for the Jurchens. Now we see some Lancers, some Grenadiers as well, some Iron Pagodas after the castle goes up. But the Paladins are too quick for the Halberdiers, and the Teutonic Knights are going to take those down. Well, I guess the Halberdiers are also too quick for the Teutonic Knights. And they turn around and fight. Castle going up in the middle for Jab. More Halberdiers coming in. A lot of siege workshops going up. I don't think the Jurchens get the traction traps. No, they don't. These guys run around there. I feel like the Grenadiers should do a good job against the Teutonic Knights. Let's see. Is the score correct? No, it's not. Thank you. There we go. Forgot it. Yep. It's for the 3-1. Thank you, guys. So, castle is slowly going up. The Paladins are gonna try to deny that. Where the gold is. It's denied for now. More Teutonic Knights coming in. Zoom in a little bit here. And the Teutonic Knights are pushing back. Never mind. The Teutonic Knights are getting pushed back. Doing a good job here. There are a lot of them now. The Teutonic Knights, yeah, they do have And we're gonna see over here, yeah, the bill went down. Castles going up here for Breadroll, that's one hell. Teutonic castles right there. Castle did go up now. Nice there from Jab to get that up, but Paladins coming around this way. But at least in terms of unit numbers, Breadroll I think is kinda lacking a little bit. Yeah. Jab is now retaking right here in the back. Even that got denied. Damn, she's dead as well. Another TC now on this side. Quicker than the last games. Another trap already waiting. Wouldn't be surprised if that was some friendly fire as well. I like fireworks, especially since the Gersons get that upgrade at the unique tech. The additional explosions, so this looks even crazier. More traps rolling in here for the. This is looking pretty secure on the gold. With Jab not looking as secure. This castle is falling. And this trap is not hitting anything. Castle goes down. Shot there with the siege archer, or against the siege archer rather. The trap goes down. And Jab is hesitating to push here. A few rocket carts in there as well. Oh! Some shots in there from the siege archers. And the problem is the grenadiers against the siege archers because they're just gonna get banned. So you kinda have to take down the siege archers. There we go. Jab is gonna move in with the grenadiers. Actually doesn't even have to anymore. The Teutonic Knights are down. And Jab is gonna. Okay, that's 8. I don't know where they all are. Actually, they're all here. Never mind. Sorry. The grenadiers really do a lot of damage against those. Clear up the rocket carts. Lot of armor cannons. The Iron Pagodas. I'm gonna try to snipe those. Siege onagers. The bombard cannons go down. 1. And the siege onagers go down 2, yeah. 2 bombard cannons. And 3 siege onagers went down. 4. 5. 5 siege onagers and 2 bombard cannons, I counted. Damn. Guys, by the way, if you have trouble sleeping, just try to count bombard cannons, it helps. Really does. Hello Cora, welcome. The Mark Noob game still coming, or did I miss it? The Mark game is already over, or the sets are over. I just casted them, you can watch them if you want. Grenadiers are crazy. Yeah, the Grenadiers are amazing against the Teutonic Knights. I'm surprised how well they do. Quite a bit of damage. Damn. Breadroll had like, what was it, 7, 8 bombard cannons a minute ago. Now we are at 2. Good job there from Jab to take those down. Now we are at 0, damn. I guess Breadroll isn't sleeping tonight. Can't count bombard cannons that you don't have. Haas is coming in here on the right side, trying to take some thing here, actually, just running in. Pretty forward TC here for Breadroll. These guys have been standing there for a while. They could come back to the middle maybe. Get some maybe still at the wrong place. Should be over here. The Teutonic Knights already are running from the Grenadiers. Pretty scared. There are a lot of siege onagers. Castle goes up again, pretty much the same spot for Jab. We're still not really pushing at the moment, it's just trying to snipe the onagers here. But yeah, damn. The Teutonic Knights don't even make it to the Grenadiers. Wow. Breadroll out of gold is gonna and out of food. I'll try to switch to the halberdiers. But they're not gonna do even any better against the halberdiers, against the Grenadiers. I can tell you that much. And Jab still has the gold to make more. Damn. Fireworks. Looks even crazier than New Year's. Crazy. The Teutons have more bomber cannons again. 5 already. With more on the way. Now it's 6. Over here we see the Wilds pushing in. The castle helps. Takes down a few Wilds there from Breadroll. And I think Jab is doing a good job of trying to snipe the siege onagers with the iron pagodas there. Good job there to save the bombard cannons. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Okay, bombard cannons go down. Breadroll still has one. As expanding to the right side here is getting the relics. I do like that. Some more passive gold income. Yeah. Jab looking pretty stable with the judgments. I think. Looking good. Maybe missing a little bit of a meat shield, to be honest. The Grenadiers are amazing, but if Breadroll were to choose the Cav option here, I think so. Or does that get removed by any upgrades? Or tax? I don't think so. Okay. Bombard cannons take down the TC. I'll take down the barracks next here. Breadroll is gonna lose another gold, but has a bit of it in the bank, but that's the only buy when it comes to resources. Except for gold. Has 6 bomber cannons on the way though. 4 for Jab. 8 for Jab, I don't know where the other 4 are. At this point. Actually funny, because Breadroll still has over 2k gold. But doesn't have any. Just melt with the Grenadiers, wow. Crazy. The siege onagers just go down to the iron though. That's almost all of them. There's only barely 10 left. 7 maybe. Bombard cannon goes down from Breadroll. Eco KD, keep saying Eco KD. KD almost equal. Almost even there. Pagodas get in here, but a lot of halberdiers coming out of those barracks. And Jab is really nicely holding the middle here. Could be pushing, maybe. I mean, Breadroll really doesn't have anything except the siege onagers here right now. Half of them are weak. Taking on the barracks over here. And the cannons roll forward, maybe. Bombard cannon against bombard cannon. Gonna zoom in on that. Still take each other out. Great job. And Jab is gonna push the barracks back now. A lot of bombard cannons. 7. come in. Okay, they trade one again. Grenadiers. Now we're gonna need a meat shield for the Grenadiers because the Predators are gonna come in. Only 10 of them, though. Here they come, but there are a lot of Scorpions. Okay, the Paladins don't really make it. Few Iron Pagodas in there as well. And the Bomber Cannons. The Siege Archers are too slow. Take down the Iron Pagodas, here they come. More Siege Archers going down. Breadroll, no food, no wood, no stone. And if Jab pushes this gold, I think Breadroll is done. Because then Breadroll doesn't really have anything at all. But Jab for now pushes the middle. Maybe Breadroll is even trying to go down here, never mind. Go and lose some units here. Once again, the Iron Pagoda is doing their job. More Halberdiers now here. I think now Jab once again is a little low on the Grenadiers. Too many Iron Pagodas against the Halberdiers. The Bombard Cannons push forward. Little too slow for the Siege Archers. And now, yeah, Breadroll is now almost out of gold as well. Jab is looking really, really nice. A little low on food, but except for that, looking really nice. And Jab is now going to push. Feels to me like Jab doesn't have enough units here. Bit more Grenadiers, and I think they're going to be fine. Castle goes down. Portion of the map. Trap goes down to this trap. I'm seeing some champions. Traps go down for the Judgeons. More Halberdiers coming in, but there are quite a few Grenadiers. Still would like to see some more. At home, Jab is looking alright. A lot of farms coming up. Barracks going down. Here again, Iron Pagodas for the Siege Archers. Now the castle has gone down, so the Siege Archers have to run to this castle. A lot of them going down. But the Halberdiers murder those Iron Pagodas. And once again, Jab is a little slow on the push. Doesn't have the units right now. I guess it's out of food a little bit. It's taking a few vills over here on the golds and the farms. Yeah. I mean, the resource position seems to be the better one for Jab, but Jab is a little low on the food and doesn't have the unit numbers to finish this out as the tap falls. And Breadroll is gonna push in with some Halberdiers and the Siege Archers. Jab just needs to macro a bit faster. Yeah, I mean the food, we saw the farms going up here. I think the food is gonna come in a moment. It's also only on barely 100 builds, so definitely make more. And I think once those farms hit, Jab is gonna definitely be able to close this game out. Because Breadroll is just missing everything. Looking a bit better now in terms of food and wood. Which is nice for the Halberdiers, but not really any gold left at all. There's a bit here that got raided, it looks like. This is all gone. There's some stuff here. But Jab also keeps waiting with the Iron Pagodas, so it's not like Breadroll is also having constant gold income there. Jab's gonna get some more Scorpions in. I feel like the Grenadiers are gonna do a better job than the Scorpions, but at least something. Rocket cards, some more. A lot of Iron Pagodas now, that's nice, that's gonna help. A few waits over here with the Iron Pagodas. And Breadroll is gonna struggle some more. I guess this is not a decider match like this, but I guess it's still gonna be. I guess it's still possible that it ends in a 3-2. A lot of farms going up. Still a lot of farms about to go up. This alone are like 50 farms. And HeroicBreadroll is gonna try to push out here. More iron pagodas in the back. There is still some gold. I don't even know if Breadroll saw this. There's some gold left at the back. A lot of raids here. The rocket cards. Yeah, go down. The iron pagodas don't manage to snipe the bombard cannon. Okay. Now Breadroll's eco is looking a bit stable there in terms of resources, despite getting raided. But I think Jab is pulling ahead a bit, definitely in terms of wood. But also gold. Food's a little low. But I think also that Jab just has a superior there with the Grenadiers and the Scorpions and the Iron Pagodas. Because Breadroll can basically only make the Halberdiers like to 80%. More weights coming in here with the Iron Pagodas. More wills going down, less gold income, less food income. Over here all the Halberdiers just went down. And here we see some rams. Lancers, okay. Jeff is gonna mix it up a little bit. Here we go. Although against the Halberdiers, they're gonna take those out. Not the Lancers, but just the rams. If the siege onagers don't kill the Halberdiers for that. Okay. It was a nice attempt there. But unfortunately just straight into the Halberdiers. A lot of bomb. On the left side. 12 bomber cans and suddenly Breadroll is pushing this back. No bomber cannons left for Jab at the moment. But Jab's eco looking amazing right now. Food is finally on the way. Still farms about to go up, I think. Market going up. It's actually gonna try to take this gold now because the TC is empty. And Breadroll once again slowly losing control. A lot of grenadiers going down there with the bombard cannons. But I think slowly Jab is wearing Breadroll down here. 5 minutes ago. Siege onagers, bombard cannons, and the okay, I guess maybe now slowly. Castle is holding. Where are those farms? I mean, the farms are here. That would be 56 if like 10-15 of them went idle. I don't know why they're there but not being plowed. Always make more because being old school, do you remember when you would have to see the farms? I see, yeah. I guess that makes sense. But you have like 16k. And about that. 90 would be proud, yeah. For sure. But these farms are too nicely placed for T90. Because there were farms here as well. They don't look too bad. Although I would appreciate a millet too. Pagodas here on the right side. The 90Cs. Oh, waiting a lot now. Good job there to invest in a few of those. Oh, It stays up. And of course heals itself as well for the Jurchens. That was very close. That was at like 50 HP. And all the gold. I think on this side the gold is now almost is completely gone. And Breadroll caught with Breadroll winning the set. Nice job from the two of them. Really entertaining. Nice job there. $50 to nearest to see. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would have loved 1 or 2 mils there. I am also guilty of that though sometimes. I'm always like, why should I make a mill if I can just make a farm? So I can get to farming earlier, but I guess it would be more productive. Okay, guys, that was the last game of set number. Look at how many relics I have. 8. Yeah, nice job. I did mention that it's nice that you took all the relics here. Really good job there. I think most players usually maybe take like 2 or 4. Like these 2 and these 2 here or something. But 8 is really nice. I guess that's where gold income came from in the end. But yeah, with this set being over, I guess this is it for me for today. I think 3 sets are enough. Eh, 9 hours. I'm gonna have to sleep a little bit and eat dinner. But yeah, tournaments to see them too, and yeah, we'll see. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do some more sets tomorrow as well. And if yes, then we're gonna see each other tomorrow. If no, then probably on Thursday. Either way, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Once again, thank you for all the subs and gifted subs. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you. And yes, thank you guys for hanging out. Like I said, maybe tomorrow days. Also, thank you for the follow. Thank you for playing, I guess, and for watching, of course, as well. And yeah, we will see each other maybe tomorrow, maybe on Thursday. And this is it for me. I'm gonna eat dinner now, and then I'm gonna go sleep. Okay. Bye. Wait, actually, wait a minute. I'm seeing. No, okay, yeah. I thought I saw something. Bye. Have a nice day, everyone.